Hey guys, welcome back to Modern Golf. Hope you're having a great day, and as I always say, better week. Today we're talking about golf balls, and so as we go into the winter, end of fall, winter, one of the things that I get asked a lot was, have you ever tested recycled golf balls? And the answer was very quickly and abruptly, no. Why would I? Then I started thinking about it. So we've seen the tests from other companies where they say recycled balls that have been in a lake are 20% worse and blah, blah, blah. So I reached out and ordered some golf balls, Pro V1s and TP5s from golfballs.ca.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. I was literally finished editing this and realized I put the wrong name of where I got the golf balls, and I wanted to make sure this was clear. The golfball.ca is a Canadian version. These came from Golf Ball Planet. Now back to that real good looking guy.
And I wanted to personally test, and I didn't tell anybody who I was playing what I'm doing, what I'm testing. What I'll do is I'll put video up here as I will show you guys. I marked when I was playing two different golf balls, one with an X, which was the recycled, and one which was new. I left it blank. So I tested these for about a month and really wanted to see, is there a difference between a recycled golf ball, a mint condition recycled golf ball, and a brand new one. But I want to give it some stats of what I discovered that really surprised me. So first, I want to talk about the aesthetics, the actual looks of a golf ball. So this is a brand new box of Pro V1s, 2025 version. Again, very simple, very plain. I'll put pictures up so you can see the difference. And then I'll just take one of these out from this bag from golfballs.ca, and I'll put all their information up. Can I tell a difference? And I give you a great example. This one has a little line out mark with a permanent marker through the Titleist, and that's it. So is there an aesthetic difference? For some of these, yes. Some of these you can see maybe through here. They have logos that look like overruns. They have different sight lines, like regarding, just show you real quick so you can kind of see. Let me I'll walk around so you can see this. So some of these have a little different mark, as you can see. Some have different logos. Some have... So aesthetics, yes, I'll give it to the original Pro V1. Has very cleaner lines, right? There's nothing on it, hasn't been marked. So let's call that a win for the standard Pro V1. Now let's go into feel, right? Do these feel any different? Do they feel any different off my wedges or my putters or my driver? Felt identical. Literally, so I'm going to give it to a tie, very equal with regarding the feel. Distance. Did I notice any difference in distance? And so I tracked this, and I'm not normally a super analytical guy, but I just want to give you my average driver distance with the recycled golf ball was 251.8, right? So not awful. My distance with the brand new version was 252.1. So a third of a yard difference in distance. Okay, so we'll give that advantage to the new one, but I'm going to also kind of mark that as I want to say a tie, and we'll get into this as we go. But then we talk about spin. And what spun better off my wedges, the recycled one or the brand new one? And I'll be very candid, I couldn't tell the difference. So I'm going to give the win to neither or both. So I'm going to give them both check marks. Now we go into putting. Was one better for putting than the other? No, they both putt identical, to be honest with you. The fun thing with the recycled ones is I got all kinds of stuff from high numbers to people's names. And again, for these rounds, I predominantly played the same ball almost the entire round, except for like an occasion here and there. And I'll put the scores up before we get out of here to know. So putting, again, I'm going to check both. Now let's get into cost. So if I buy 100 Pro V1s, 100, we'll say 8 dozen. I'm at $400, and I'm just saying $50. So if I do 55, they're $450. Okay. If I buy 100, and I'm going to pull it up just real quick. If I buy 100 mint Pro V1s, and they have different versions. They have left dashed, These are X's. So they have standard, they have mixed years, a 50 pack. I'll just give you an example. So mixed years. So it could be the last couple of years old, right? Does it bother you? I don't know. But 50 golf balls of mint are $100. And that's 50. So let me find a 100 pack because I did compare it to 100. So if I go to their 2024 dozen, per dozen, Pro V ones are 55. These mint ones, which are from 24 and 25, are $32 a dozen, and they always do promotions, right? But let's say I want to go crazy. I want to buy a ton of these. I want to buy 100 of the Pro V ones from 24 and 25. Currently, Golf Planet, Golf Ball Planet, and Golf Planet, I think it's Golf, are $251. So they're literally half the price of the standard new ball. So the price side of this, I'm going to give the score to, obviously, the recycled one. But let's get where this really matters. Besides your dollar amount, which I think is important, score-wise, right? What did I score with both these golf balls? Again, recycled versus new. I give you the new first. The new ones on 9 holes, I shot 41, 82, and 79. Pretty good. I'm an 80 handicap. Not awful. Had no issues with that whatsoever. The recycled golf ball, and again, I caught strike lightning in a bottle here on the one, and I'll get into this. I shot a 40, and I'll put it up on my Arcos. A 40, an 80, and a 72. Now, the 72 is an anomaly, right? Like, that's maybe one of my lowest rounds I've had in years, and it happened to be 45 degrees, which is very odd. That anyway, so the winner, I'm going to say they're tied. There was very little difference on either end. I couldn't tell the difference. Both really, really good. So I'm going to check mark them both. So let's get into pros and cons, and then we'll kind of consider who's a winner and who's not. Pros and cons. The consistency is going to be better with these, the new ones. Titleist is going to put out a better brand new product across the board for all brand new products, right? Right? Sort of. I found the consistency to be identical. I didn't have any golf balls where I hit one and was like, oh, this feels like a dud, or what the hell was that? None of that. And again, I played, I think, 8 total rounds. I just gave you my last 3. Had literally none of that. So consistency, I would say, is really good. If you had to put, I want to say, a gun to my head, or had to pick one or the other, forget the cost. I'm going to go with the new ones, right? Because it just makes more sense. I trust the consistency more with these than these. But let's go into value. Value is a home run. The recycled mint ones are as good looking-wise and really offer a way better value. They're half the price. So for value, I'm giving it to the recycled golf balls. Now, one other thing that I want to talk about, which I think is important during all this, is the variety. And so, while some of you may not like a variety in a golf ball, I like the different numbers. I like the aesthetics. We've talked about this. I like a little fun golf ball, right? I don't mind people's old dots. You mark it. I put my initials on mine anyway. I don't care. So for variety, I gave it to these guys. Because I can try a Pro V1, a Pro V1X, a Pro V1 Left Dash, all in the same pack, and buy them in bulk, and it's a huge saving. So for variety, I'm definitely giving it to the recycled ones. Because I don't have to buy 100 bulk golf balls at once, right? I can buy 12 of these, 12 of TP5s, which is what I did, and then really test, and then see, is there a difference between these? I think it's very cool that you can get golf balls for half the price, buy twice as much. And so why did I want to do this review? One is I think it's important to get the information out there. I know we've seen some other people say, well, the robots say this ball is better than 3 yards. I personally want to do it, right? I don't care what a robot, I'm not a robot. I wanted to personally play them around the green and putt and chip and really see if there's a difference. Here's the other reason I really wanted to do this was the price angle of this, right? $30, you can get, like I play the Q-Star Tour a lot. Get those for $17 a dozen with these guys and less. For the guys who are high handicaps and mid handicaps who watch our channel, this is your opportunity, I really think, to test better golf balls. It's not going to explode your budget. You're not going to say, oh my God, I'm spending $60 a dozen on Pro V1s. You pay $30, right? Test a Pro V1. And I tell the guys I play with all the time, You have to start playing better golf balls if you want to score better. I'm not saying you have to play a Pro V1, but if you want that ball to stop on a green with your bladed chip, you're way better doing it with a Pro V1 than you are, and I love my Wilson Duos, but a Wilson Duo or an inexpensive golf ball. So this is really where I want to take this angle to, is the guys who can't afford or don't want to lose 100 golf balls. And guys, I totally get it. I am there with you. These guys will tell you, when I lose a golf ball, like a TP5 with a design, I want to cry. I've got boxes of TP5s in the other room that I will not play because I'm afraid to lose one. Literally, we just had this conversation. But so for the guys who are mid to high handicaps, who go through a lot of golf balls, but man, say, I'd love to test a better golf ball, I think this is the way to do it. Listen, if then you want to go elsewhere and buy $60 golf balls, listen, more power to you. I am telling you, and you can see through the video we put on through here, that it played identical, almost identical in every aspect besides the pricing. So again, I did this for a number of reasons. One, for my own personal tests, but two, for the guys that I play with and the guys who hit me up when we do our golf ball review and say, I'd love to play a Pro V1, but I'm not spending $60 a dozen. I think this is a good opportunity. And I think they have trial packs. You can try do all kinds of stuff, but try different high-end golf balls and see what you think. Report back to me. Listen, if you think that these balls are junk and they're duds, let me know. I've tested over a month's worth of testing these, and they've all been fantastic. I also did TP5s in the other room that have had the same results. But so anyway, my point is, I think this is a great opportunity and a great company to work with regarding if you were looking to play and you want to play a better golf ball. This is a great way to do it. I will tell you this. Before I'd buy 100 or 200 of them, test them, buy a dozen of them and see what you think. The proof is in the pudding, right? And that's how I looked at it. Does this golf perform well for me? The recycled one, as good as the new one? Let's see. And I would tell you this. I don't say they have a money-back guarantee because I don't think you can hit your balls in the woods and then say they didn't perform as well. But I think you'd be very pleasantly surprised to see their mint version. Again, I didn't try their grade A and grade B. But I would say if you were testing out their grade A version or their mint, you would not be disappointed. I've been really surprised. Again, this is when I need golf balls at some point, or my son or my guys on my team need golf balls. I'll definitely try this again with different balls and compare this throughout next year and really see, okay, I'm playing this ball versus the recycled version. Are they as good, if not better, certainly value-wise? And report back. But anyway, I wanted to give you guys kind of my test of this because I am so tired of people saying used golf balls are this. I don't know. So I wanted to test it under my own accord. We did. I think you see the results are pretty interesting. And again, if you guys have questions, again, I'll try to get a discount code for you guys. If I can, I'll put it up during this video at some point for Golf Ball CA and Golf Ball Planet. I think the same company. I will say what's interesting too is the way they ship. I ship FedEx. I had mine in a couple days and they come from Canada, which was really interesting. But again, really surprised, very pleasantly surprised with my overall experience with this project, let's say. And again, I would not be surprised if you find the same results that I've had with these balls. So anyway, guys, hope you guys had a great day. If you have any questions, let us know. Get at us regarding these golf balls. If you have any questions, certainly let us know, and we will catch up with you guys next time. Thanks, guys.
I'll be good. Nice.
Oh, that's birdie, wasn't it? Oh, yeah.
Break test.